What's up YouTube? Matthew here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be going over how to pull lists from ListSource, how to find the best sellers on ListSource, and just that whole step-by-step process. A lot of times on YouTube you have people doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and they're not at this level anymore. And so I just want to show you all this basic, very, uh, beginner's level video tutorial on how to pull lists from ListSource. Before we go on, be sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on post notification bell, and comment down below. Make sure you all subscribe to this channel. Thank you for the growth. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers so I can get monetized. And so over 70% of you all watch my videos but are not subscribed. So make sure you support this channel and click that subscribe button. And make sure you also, I'm trying to get 4,000 hours watch time, so watch till this video ends so that we can get that 4,000 hour watch time. Play it in the background, if you're in your car, just put it on the Bluetooth, and so we can get that watch time up. All right, thank you for the support. So right here, we're in ListSource, and as you all know, ListSource is one of the most famous used data pulling services, whatever you call it, out there. A lot of wholesalers talk about it, but this is where you find your buyers, your sellers, different information about properties. And so within this ListSource subscription, you can either just create an account and pay individually for each data, or you can create like a subscription. I know Yellow Letter HQ, you can sign up with them. They charge almost $100 a month, but you get data for only like super cheap. It's like 3 cents a data. So if that's something you're interested in, go contact them. So on listsource.com, the first thing you're going to go to is create your own, and that's where I'm at right now. And from here, you have the different tabs, and the first tab is geography. And then from here, you have to know what state, what zip code, what city you want to target. So since I'm in the state of Tennessee, you can do it by state, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it by zip code. And then I'm going to do the state, Tennessee. And then from there, they have all the different available zip codes that they have data on. And so one of the most popular zip codes in the Chattanooga area is 37421. And if you all don't see that, all I'm doing is Control F to find them instead of just like scrolling through this whole list. I'm just doing Control F, then typing in the data. So that's one zip code, and what pulls up is the different addresses or data they have in this zip code. Another popular zip code is 37404. It's an up and coming area. A lot of cash buyers there. Things get gobbled up quickly there, so it's very hard to find properties there. But this is just for example. Most of the time I go outside these zip codes because these are highly competitive zip codes. But yeah, most of your buyers are in these zip codes. There are other zip codes around the area too, but that's for another video. And this just for example, you may live in a different state, a different city, so make sure you do your research on that. And the list we're pulling is just your regular absentee list, right? And so from here, since we have 20,000, that's a lot of data. We're not going to target everybody. So the next step we're going to go to is this tab where it says property. And then from there, the first thing I like to do is equity. So equity just basically shows how much a property is owned by someone. So usually if you're wholesaling a house, you want them to have high equity. And I usually like to do 70% or more. So I'll just type in 70 here to 100. And then I add it here. And so now our list is down to around 3,300. And so that makes it, much better for us. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I love to do last market sale date. So I like targeting sellers who own the property for at least 10 to 15 years. So with that, what you can do, you can put this to like 1900 to 2005. So that's within the past 15 years. You can add it like that. And now we're down to 1300. So the first of all, we put in our zip codes, and we found our zip code just by doing market research, talking around Facebook groups, knowing what are the hottest zip codes in that area. Okay. And then number two, we did it, we categorized it by equity. How much equity is in the property? Do they own 70% or more of the property? Which is very important because you don't want to wholesale a house a traditional way if the person has a high mortgage balance. And then number three right now is we did last market sale date. So when was the last time they sold this property? It was more than 15 years ago. So they owned the property for 15 years or more. All right. And we can always make adjustments here. So number two, the other thing here in this area I like to do is property type. So what type of properties are you targeting? Of course, residential single family is a popular one. So SFR stands for single family. And you can do all these other ones, but we'll just keep it for single family for right now. And that's pretty much it, what I like to do here. You can do year built, which is really good. Things like that. Another important thing is individual. You can sometimes target people by age. Um, and sometimes they have information on that, sometimes they don't. So you can do that too. But basically, those are the main criterias I use. And then the next one is absentee. So on option tabs right here, you're going to click absentee owned. And so you're doing for in-state owners and out-of-state owners. You're going to exclude trustees. And that's basically it. So right now, you have a list of 203 people that you can target. Now, this is very targeted. These are people who own their properties for more than 15 years. They have high equity in it, and yeah, they have high equity, and it's in the hottest zip codes out there, and they're only single families properties. And then, so from there, you look at your different criteria you made, and you did absentee for in-state and out-of-state. And usually you want your list to be pretty larger than this. And so what you can do, as opposed to 15, them owning the house for 15 years, you can do 10 years, or you can do 5 years. Instead of them only 70% or more, you can do 60% or more, because you can still technically try to make something if they own 60% or more of it. And then from there, you can click save criteria if you want, but you can just press purchase list. And then from there, you can name it whatever you want to name it. Blase. And right here, this is because I'm on a subscription basis. It's only $6.09. And I believe that's because it's 3 cents a data. And so I do 0.03 times 20, what was it, 205, 203? Yeah. So $6. So it's 3 cents a data. And then you can make it even more. You can remove duplicates, even less. You see that? So now it's better. So basically, yeah, that's how you all pull lists from ListSource. If you all want more videos on this particular topic, or if you want to see the next step, which is, okay, now you have this list. What do I do now? Basically, you can skip trace it, which is a term to describe finding people's phone numbers and then calling them, or you can send direct mail. You can send a postcard, and there are different companies that you can use for that. All right, I hope you all really enjoyed this video. Be sure to share it, subscribe, and like this video. All right, talk to you all later. Okay.